Hey guys, I just wanted to show you a few word problems that involve finding the average. And so take a look at this first one. A teacher gave the same test to two classes. In the class with 26 students, the mean score was 86. In the class with 37 students, the mean score was 78. What was the mean score for all the students? The first thing I want to say is that we cannot just take 86 plus 78 and divide by 2. The reason we cannot is because they're not weighted the same. Like one of the classes has 26 students, the other one has 37. And so what we'll need to do is we'll actually have to work with one class at a time and go backwards to find the total score of all the tests combined. So let's first work with Class A. We know that whatever that total score is, so what Bobby plus Joey plus Alice plus Amy, when they all are added together, I'll just call that total. When you divide by 26, which is the number of students, you're going to get 86. I'm going to just change that into an algebraic equation. This is x over 26 equals 86. Next, to solve for x, times 26 to both sides. And for Class A, x equals 2,236. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to take the information from Class B. We know that the total, well, we don't know the total. We know that whatever the total is, I'm going to go ahead and call that x again. This time, when the total is divided by 37, it equals the average of 78. I'm going to go through the same step, times 37 to both sides, and x equals 2,886. Okay, now we have our pieces of information. We are going to take the two totals and add them together. When you add 2,886, when you combine that with Class A's total, that's 5,122. So to find the mean score for all students, we need to now know all the students, like how many students were there. And so there was 26 in one class plus 37 in another, which is 63. So to find the mean, we're going to do 5,122 divide by 63, and that is approximately 81.3. Next word problem, it says Johnny scored a 90, 84, and 75 on the past 3 math exams. What does he need to score on the next test in order to maintain an 85 test average? So again, I'm going to create an equation to help us solve for the missing test score. What we do know is that all of his test scores together, when he divides it by 4, because there's going to be a total of 4 exams, he wants this 85%. Okay, so let's look at his test scores. We know that he had a 90 already, an 84, a 75, and we don't know the last test, so I'm going to just put in the variable x. When we divide that sum by 4, we want it to equal 85. So do you see now that we have this algebraic equation and we just need to solve for x? If I simplify the numerator, if I add those 3 tests together, it's 249 plus x divided by 4 equals 85. And think algebra with me. We're just going to solve for x. The first thing we need to do is multiply both sides by 4, and that is going to give us 249 plus x equals 340, and we'll just simply subtract 249 from both sides. X equals 91. So what that means is that 4th test needs to be a 91% in order for him to have an 85% test average. Okay, next it says find the weighted average of a data set where 20 has a weight of 3, 30 has a weight of 5, and 50 has a weight of 2. This word problem, I took it straight from your textbook. It's not worded very good. I mean, it's worded okay, but what it's saying, it needs to have a little more information. It just means 20 values or 20 items weigh 3, 30 items, I guess item's a better word. 30 of the items weigh 5, we'll just call it pounds, and 50 weigh 2 pounds. And the question is find the overall average. Now, it uses this word weighted because some of them are weighted 3 pounds, some are weighted 5 pounds, and some are weighted 2 pounds. And so let me show you how we're going to work this. We could list out, 3, 3, 3, 3, 20 times, and then list out 5, 5, 5, 30 times, and then 2, 2, 2, 50 times. But that is 100 numbers to add together. We ain't got time for that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to recognize that repeated addition, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, is the same as multiplication. Okay, so if I take these 20 items and they are 3, I got to say just pounds, let's just call it pounds, 3 pounds each, all of those 20 items together make up 60 pounds. Okay, now if I take the 30 items that weigh 5 pounds each, all of those together weighs 150 pounds. And then take the 50 items and each of them weigh 2 pounds each. And so all of those 50 items together weigh 100. Now I just have 3 numbers to add together instead of adding 100 numbers together. And so 60 plus 150 plus 100 is 310. Now I'm not going to divide by 3 because I had more than 3 items. There was actually 100 items total. And so to find the average, we'll do 310 divided by 100, which was 3.1. And so the average weight of all of these items is about 3.1. Okay, and the last one on this video, it says there are 15 measurements with an average of 35. If the measurement of 39 was removed and replaced with 67, what's the new average? Okay, at first when you read this, you may think, there's just not enough information, but actually there is enough. And here's how we're going to first set up the problem. The first thing we need to find is the total of all of the measurements together. Okay, here's how we're going to do that. We know the total when it's divided by 15 because it says 15 measurements. We know right now it equals 35. And so to go backwards to solve for x, all I did was substitute the word total for the variable x. We're just going to multiply both sides by 15 to get x equals 525. Currently, 525, that's how much all the measurements added together. So here's what happens next. You are going to take your total, and when it says 39 was removed, we're going to say minus 39. Okay, so take your calculator, 525 minus 39 is 486. But then the second part of that sentence says replaced with 67. So now we are going to add 67 back into that total. That's 553. So this number 553, that is the total of all 15 measurements. That includes the part where we removed 39 and replaced it with 67. And so the new mean would be 553 divided by 15 measurements, which is approximately 36.87. I hope these examples helped. Always feel free to ask questions if you have them, and I will see you later.